quick, I got like 5 minutes to make this video before this asshole next door ruins it, and then a bunch of other shit that could possibly happen to prevent me from making a fucking video. It's Drewski McGillicuddy's Small Haul. It doesn't sound right at all. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff that I've been meaning to do. But see, the thing is, I've got asshole neighbors. My boss is an asshole, so he doesn't give me time to have a hobby outside of work, because all I do is work. And a bunch of other bullshit that, is none of your goddamn business. But anyway, so I've decided to go ahead and make a real quick, sort of found in the wild video. There was a couple things that the owner of the haunted house gave me that I still haven't shown you. There's a bunch of shit upstairs that'll eventually probably be part of the background so that it's not just some fucking curtains. Like, everybody on my goddamn street has to drive by as loud as they fucking possibly can. It's like, it's 25 miles an hour, everybody. Oh, that's another thing. Drewski's Driving School will be coming to a YouTube channel near you. So look forward to that. I'm waiting until I can compile enough fucking rage to get that shit out properly. Okay, so let's start off. I'm going to show you the things that I got from the haunted house last. The first thing, I actually went to Goodwill last week. I bought one item. Only bought one item. I couldn't believe it. Sarah couldn't believe it. She was proud of me. And it's a movie that came out when I worked at Blockbuster, but I never got a chance to watch it. Apparently it's French. But from as much as maybe it's, I don't know. French. Yeah. French people know how to make movies very well. So this movie should be very well, I hope. Very well. It won, like, Best Picture of the Year. I think it won an Oscar for Best Foreign... nominated for an Oscar in 2009. And it's about, like... It's a prison movie. It's a prison movie. And I love me some prison movies. So, yeah, maybe I'll review that one sooner or later. Also, I forgot, before we get to the other stuff, John McSorley, something... John from across the pond had sent me something that he wants me to review. He requested it. I said I don't have that movie because I watched it once. It was, that was once. But then for some reason I watched it again, and after I watched it the second time, this is back when you could trade movies to GameStop, believe it or not. I traded this movie to GameStop because I swore I would never watch it again. But no, John McSorley, whatever his name is, just decides, oh, I'm going to be a patron or Patreon, and I'm going to request you watch Requiem for a Dream, the director's cut. Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck you, John, you son of a bitch. See, listen to this asshole. I'm going to go fucking kill him. He doesn't realize I'm already pissed off because some Brit bastard decided I gotta watch this movie. So I'm gonna get a group of people together, and we're all gonna fucking suffer through one of the greatest movies that you should only watch once. But now, I'm gonna watch it for the third fucking time, which will be the first time since maybe 2003, 4-ish. Yeah, been that fucking long. Anyway, so yeah. John was nice enough to send me that. Thank you, John. You fucking asshole. But anyway, so we went to the thrift store, and I had like $2 that I was allowed to spend. I called the secretary. I said, hey, I'm at the thrift store. I'm just killing time, waiting for this place to open or something. Long story short, she's like, you got 50 cents. I was like, oh, bullshit. I needed to spend $1.50, and that's what I did. First movie I got is Richard Linklater's Suburbia. Now, a lot of people know Richard Linklater from Dazed and Confused, which is one of the greatest movies of all time. Not to spoil anything, but that's somewhere on my best movies of all time list. I'll make that I'll make that fucking video eventually. But Suburbia would be like second place in his filmography for me because it's basically Dazed and Confused, set in the 90s. It's just one night of these kids hanging out outside of this convenience store, and one of their friends that has gained success in, I believe, the music industry, comes back to visit, and, you know, they're all hanging out with him, but a couple of them are kind of like jealous or whatever, and I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen this. I cannot find it for the life of me on DVD or Blu-ray, because I don't look on Amazon, because I'm not, you know, fuck technology in its stupid ways. So I'm gonna go hook up the fucking VCR, and I'm watching this shit, and we're gonna do one of them Drum Dums VHS things, because, you know, I'm a copycat. I can't come up with my own goddamn ideas. Anyway, actually, you know what? I am going to show this one, because this is what I text the secretary a picture of this and said, can I borrow 50 cents? And she's like, yeah. And she told me to put down Big and, what was the other one? There was a bunch of other ones, but Big was one of them. I needed Big. You know, Big's a good movie. But yeah, had to have it on VHS because it's going to look, you know, once I get my actual background set up the way I want it, it's going to look like Blockbuster from 1989, where, you know, wherever they started phasing out the DVDs or the VHS to put the DVDs up, because we're gonna have DVDs and the VHSs, because they have wonderful artwork on it. Except the only thing that bothers me is I would rather have a version that does not have this bullshit at the top of it. So yeah, but still, it's an excellent cover. One of my favorite VHS covers. Maybe that's something we should do sometime. Do a countdown of the best VHS 80s horror box art. That would take forever. And I'd have to do like a list of 50 because all of them were good back then. Anyway, I watched this movie I can't talk. Anyway, I watched this movie when I was in school. I watched the black and white version, and then we watched the colored version. I picked up the colored version of Lord of the Flies. And if you've never seen Lord of the Flies, this is about a bunch of school children it's based on a book, right? I think I read the book. I don't know. I can't really read, so I don't remember reading it, but somebody might have read it to me. I'm not necessarily sure, but I fucking sure as shit watched the movie. And it's about these kids. They get stranded on this island during a field trip, and they become savages. They straight up become savages, heads on pikes. And this movie's what? Oh, okay, never mind. It is rated R. So, I wonder what the original is rated. But yeah, this is from 1990, and I have not seen this probably since 1990. And I remember loving it. I was like, what? How are they showing this to me when I was in like 5th grade? I was in 5th grade, and they showed me this movie, and this movie is kind of fucked up from what I remember. It's just the idea of children being trapped on an island and then turning on each other and possibly eating one another. We don't know. They might not go that far into it, but who knows? Maybe, just maybe, that we could benefit from a fucking remake. And this time do it real good. Because, you know, you got so many talented directors working in Hollywood these days that they should be focused. Like, if they're going to remake a fucking movie, remake something that's important. This is a kind of an important book. It's a good look at like the psychology of the human brain and what would people do if they were in certain situations. Anyway, don't pay any attention to me. I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. But first, you know, these are the figures. There's a couple other ones, but maybe I'll save those for another video. They're not as cool as these. Some of you might get really jealous. I apologize, but it's the creature from the Black Lagoon, Leonardo. Yeah, this right here, just the way it sits, probably worth maybe $70. I don't know. But yeah, I got Leonardo, creature from the Black Lagoon, and these are from 1994. And then I'm not sure what this is. It's like a crab brain monster Raphael. But there is another series that has, I think he's Frankenstein in the other series, and then Leonardo's Dracula, and then there's like the Wolfman and stuff like that. But these are the ones that I got, and I couldn't be happier. I want to find the other ones, but they're probably expensive as all shit. Because they're rare. I was at Horror Hound, and they had a couple different variants of these. I think they had the Frankenstein, Mummy, and the Wolfman. I can't remember which turtles were which. But they were like $50 a piece or something like that. I was like, y'all are out of your mind. It's a horror convention, not the damn resale store. But I also got April O'Neil as Bride of Frankenstein. Isn't that fun? I mean, and these are in like literally perfect condition. Like there's no scratches on them. These were not played with. They were taken out of the package and like put in a display case or something. But anyway, the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail, because I looked this up. This thing, I couldn't believe it. Maybe I'll find a picture and show it to you. The only listing I could find of this guy right here. And he has his little removable bandages so that he's invisible. I mean, he doesn't have all of his stuff, but the picture I found didn't have all of its stuff, but it had this. I mean, look, did I find it? Yeah, but I'm not one of those people that resells things. So this is going to be buried in my coffin, or if I get cremated, we're going to burn the motherfucker. You can't have it, is what I'm basically getting at. Anyway, that's all I've got to show you today. Hopefully, I could get some of these movie reviews of these movies that I watched recently, or watch these movies again, or do something. Something's got to be done, okay? Because I need content for my channel. I just need more time to do it.
Not to mention,
so
peace and quiet.
Mediocre bullshit like this. Anyway, make sure to like this video just to let me know that I'm not, you know, doing this for nothing. Also, what did you think of the stuff I got? Have you seen any of these movies? Do you collect VHS tapes? There's so many questions I have for you, but not enough time to ask them. So just, you know, make up your answers down in the comments section down below. And we'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe. Yeah.